Welcome back, guys. I hope you stay tuned because we are here with Dr. Corey Block, who was probably one of the first residents in the UAE to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Welcome to the show, first of all.
Hi, how are you? Good to be with you.
Great to have you. So today we have you on the show, but yesterday morning was a very different picture for you. Um,
Yeah.
First of all, I think our audience will want to know a bit of details about the COVID-19 vaccine. So, did you apply to get it, or how did you come to hear that you could go to Dubai Parks to get it?
Yeah, my wife actually let me know. She said, "Oh, they're giving it out at the vaccine center at Seha, and it's not very far from my house." So I just decided to rock up and see if I could get it. And I made the mistake of going at 7 a.m.
Okay.
and they won't let you in until till 9, and they won't let you park in the flyover. So if you think going early is going to help you, it's not. It's not going to go early. So there's two ways to do it. One is to register online, which is probably the best way, and the other one is to rock up at about 8:55 to 8:57, and then they'll let the queue form, and then you can get in that way.
Okay, so this is incredible. So we know that you can apply online, tick, but however, you didn't, but you arrived at 7 a.m., then went at
Yep.
8:55. What information did you need with you to get the vaccine yesterday?
Yeah, look, it's only your Emirates ID. That's all you need. All you have to do is prove you're a resident. They'll give you the vaccine. So with the Emirates ID, they'll determine whether or not you've already had it, and they'll ask you a few preliminary questions when you get in, and that's it. That's really all you need. It's a super simple process. And my shout out also to all of the staff at Seha. It was amazing. The process was really slick, really smooth. There was no bumps, and it was very comfortable. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing to hear. I always need to shout out the UAE because of the fact that you're able to get it so easily. But can you
Hmm.
describe the process, including kind of the
Yes.
health questions that you had to
Yep.
respond to from, let's say, getting through the door and leaving?
Yeah, and pro tips. If you if you show up at like 9 o'clock and you want to get in and you're in your car, pro tip number one: show up alone. If you're alone in your car or with one other family member, you go to the right.
Mhm.
Anyone who's showing up with a car full of people, they go to the left. And the left-hand lane is a boatload of cars with a boatload of people in them, and so it'll take a lot longer to process. If you want to go fast, go alone or go with one family member. They'll put you into a right-hand lane, and then that helps them to process a great number of cars in a much shorter period of time by taking the singles separately from the families.
Mhm.
So once I got there, though, they said, just come in, Emirates ID. That's all I needed. There was like 5 different checks where they were looking at my Emirates ID. Then, of course, there's the temperature check as you walk in. And then you sit down, they give you a number, you wait for the registration desk to open. It's really comfortable in there. The chairs are really comfortable, evenly spaced out.
Okay.
And again, pro tip: bring a sweater. It's a little bit chilly in there. They keep it nice and cool
Okay.
because it's all Abu Dhabi led, so they want to make sure that everybody is as cool as they want to be. So bring a jumper, bring your ugly Christmas jumper
Plenty.
to keep you yeah to keep you warm. And yeah, if in case you're going to be in your car with your family, bring a couple of protein bars and some bottles of water just in case you're there for a little while.
Mhm.
Then when you're inside, the registration is super easy. They ask for your phone number. They might ask if you're married. They might ask a couple of just preliminary questions, whether or not you've ever been tested positive for COVID-19. That's a preliminary question. I don't know if that will sort you out of the system or not.
I believe it
I
might.
guess maybe if you're
Mhm.
still positive or if you haven't achieved 3 negatives after that.
Mhm.
But that should all be registered in the system as well. So they'll ask you if you've ever been positive. They also supply, there's sanitizer there, there's bottles of water there just in case you get thirsty. There's toilets are easily accessible, and there's tons and tons of staff that are there to help you go in the right direction because people are freaking out, and you can see the nervousness on people's faces when they're in there. They're like, oh my goodness, am I going to catch COVID-19 from the vaccination center?
Well,
And you're
it's a
not.
world first what you did, really. We're seeing headlines around the world of people, the first residents of that country to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's amazing to hear that it's all so organized and that you can understand why people are nervous, I think.
Of course, of course. But the information is very clear. The staff is really, really good. The process is really quick. They take you from one stage to the next. After you're done registration, then they take you in to get your medical assessment, and they just check your height and weight and blood pressure.
Hmm.
And then they ask you a few like health related questions, if you have diabetes or pre-existing conditions, or if you're taking any medication. Then you go to see a doctor who asks you another set of questions. They're just sorting questions to make sure that you're in good enough health to take the vaccine. And then you go to get the jab, and the jab is easy. It's very quick,
In the
nearly
arm?
painless. Yep, right here, right
Okay.
here. Now it's a little bit sore today, right, as it would be from a vaccine. The actual needle itself, not a problem at all. Very, very, very quick. I almost didn't feel it.
Oh.
It was probably the most painless needle I've ever had.
And do
And
they,
then
yeah, no, continue.
last part of the process is they sit you down for 5 minutes to make sure there's no adverse effects, and then they take your blood pressure once again, and then you're done. That's it.
Wow. And do they give you information about how you might feel in the coming days or what's
Yep.
expected?
Yeah, they tell you that you could have symptoms of flu-like symptoms. You could have a headache, a bit of a sniffle or cough. They say if those symptoms show up, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Just ride it out for a couple of days. So far, so good for me. I don't feel anything. I don't feel any symptoms at all. And yeah, I'm really happy. And they give you this cool folder with your little certificate in it saying that this is what you did.
Okay.
And then yeah, they give you a little piece of jewelry to take home, your little medical bracelet, and that was it. It's a really painless system. I would have loved to bring video and pictures for you guys at
Mm,
Augustus because, but the CID was there, and there's lots and lots of signage, no photos, no videos. If you post any
interesting.
videos or photos of the vaccination center online, you'll be in trouble immediately. So
Okay.
don't take pictures, don't take photos. I was actually in the parking lot and I took a selfie of myself against the vaccination center, and then the CID guy came up to me really quickly and he's like, "Hey, you can't do that." And I was like, "Oh, but I'm in the parking lot. I'm outside." And he
Uh-huh.
said, "Not even outside. We don't allow pictures of anything." So he made me delete it on my phone, so I wasn't able to bring that. But yeah, other than that, they want their privacy and they've earned it. It's an amazing field hospital, really clean, really great process. And I wouldn't say I enjoyed the vaccination experience, but it certainly wasn't as hectic as I had expected.
And a quick question a lot of people are asking is how much did it cost you?
It cost me this much.
Wow. That's so
Yeah,
incredible.
nothing out of pocket, and I didn't even have to show my medical card.
That's really incredible. You just had to
Yeah.
prove that you're a resident. And one question a lot of people are asking: so, does this grant you some kind of advantages? A, are you able to go up and down to Abu Dhabi now? B, do you have to wear your mask in public?
Yes, you have to wear your mask in public because there's not any way of identifying. We don't have a vaccination patch that you can wear saying I'm vaccinated, so I don't need to wear it. Also, I don't know if it's possible that you can carry the live virus even after you've been vaccinated for a little while. But I don't know if it's possible that you'll be able to be contagious while you're carrying the live virus even after you've been vaccinated. Because the vaccine doesn't mean that you can't intake the virus. It just means that it's not going to be able to reproduce because you'll have antibodies in your bloodstream to combat them.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if it gives you like full immunity from the mask or not. At the moment, I don't know of any country in the world that says you don't have to wear a mask as long as you've been vaccinated. And at the moment, we don't have any way of differentiating between people who've been vaccinated and people who haven't. So I don't know of any privileges.
Yeah.
I think the privilege is that I have an 86% less chance of even feeling COVID-19 in my
Wow.
blood, and I have a 0% chance of dying from it. So that's a pretty good advantage.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I just think that normalizing the vaccine is so important. So
Yeah.
people kind of showing face, and because I think the first couple of people, it's it's brave and courageous to be the
Yeah.
first couple of people. So well done, and thank you for sharing your story. Super
My pleasure.
cool, and also just shout out to UAE for getting it available to residents so quickly. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. I feel a lot more comfortable now now that I've had it.
Okay. Okay, well, that is it from Dr. Corey Block, guys. If you want to hear the story, we're going to post it later. But that's it for us on the Lovin Daily. We'll see you back tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Stay safe, wash your hands, and now you know you can get the vaccine. Bye.
Bye.